Well, I'm gonna clean up a mess. Just got done throwing the engine mounts and the tranny mount in the Ford. Here's how some of that came to be. Little Coyote mountain to the Ford. We have our leveled out, and with the motor mounts, got just the top tacked in here. This is a mount, basically a GM mount you can buy. A friend of mine made this mount here, which is basically a Coyote motor mount to go across that. It's just lightly tacked into place at the moment. You can see how much clearance we have to the frame is lots. So I'm actually, once I pull the engine, I'm probably going to bevel that more, clean these welds, kind of fix that a little bit more. We're working right now on a transmission mount, and he ran to bend some tubing up at his shop. We've got the mount back here. We have our pinion angle set to what we want. We have little mounts over there that are going to bolt to the frame, and we should be able to have a round tube coming off a mount that we have here that'll come up, go around the exhaust, and then go back to this plate over here. So it's looking clean and nice. Just enough room on both sides for the exhaust. We're shifted a little bit on the driver's side just so we have a little bit more room for steering, which is definitely needed. I think he's got the penetration. Well, Brandon's just pulling away. You might even hear him in the background. We had this piece on here just for, just so we had level across the frame. So we were verifying that level of motor was level to frame. We're finish welded in there. Clearance that way. He came back with a little piece of pipe that he bent up at his shop, and we now have this nice transmission mount. It goes around the exhaust, so the exhaust has lots of clearance. There's adjustment on our mount here. There's a little bit of adjustment back over here, but it's mounted solid. Engine transmission is in, so that is that. That's where she's going to go. It's got room. The weight of it is on the frame, so it has a nice stance that way. I got that door that we were working on. We got it kind of put in, so it's mounted. This is not the door that came with this cab, so I was wanting to kind of rough fit it before I start doing too much body work to it. So now I'll just clean up my welder and mess and get that done. But it's nice having help for some of that kind of stuff. And he's a metal fabricator, and all he does is weld 24 hours a day, so his welds are beautiful and nice and perfect, and I really appreciate his help. Now the motor's in. Now I just have to strip more of it, clean more of the rubbers and hoses off, get the motor pulled back out, finish welding a little bit up underneath a couple of the pieces, and then I want to bevel the frame back, clean up some of the edges of that. I am going to touch up and repaint the frame. It's painted, but it needs to have its final paint and be finished before final assembly. So that's a little Ford update. Got the Ford one step closer. It's not the biggest thing, but mounts are a thing.